Yeah, I think I was getting like 5 parts exported per day, and I can upload more than that, assuming I'm keeping track of the time and making sure I'm constantly uploading pieces. I don't use the multiple uploader at once thing. I prefer to make sure each piece is up and running at a time. Ooh, we're up to 70k cash. It's a lot. I'll be able to buy something later. Yeah, I prefer to know that each piece is up and is online before uploading the next piece. I don't think it'll screw up like the order in my profile / account. But I don't know, it's one of those like OCD things for me, so it's the way I do it. Okay, nearly out of battle sword. Gold shield still has several uses left. Enemies are strong enough that Zen's not having a hard time at all gaining his defense. What is it? I wish I'd written down what the exact defense growth rate for mutants was. It has to be like better than 1 out of 10 though. So even comparing it to like the 1 out of 50 for my character, grenade the piranhas. Great. That was great. Hit the piranha. Zen, burn the piranhas. Khaki, it likes that magician. Ooh, that hurt me a lot. Well, pretty decently anyway. Oh! Oh right, because Zen was going to use a spell on them, that's why. Yaki, we can take him, let's do it. You're taking more damage than I am, man. What's up with that? I guess it must be your natural defense versus my boosted defense with armor. Let me go ahead and 8-leg him. Dimension of food, obligatory talk about heroes. I don't know, it feels like I'm out of things to talk about. I mentioned that I have the Nintendo Power for this game, right? It's issue like 28 or 29. I think it was issue 28 and then issue 29 was a Final Fantasy Adventure. Issue 28 was also the Super Mario World issue. And I own these issues, some of the old issues, because my brother subscribed for like a year when he was a kid, or maybe for 2 years. I think for 2 years. Unfortunately, he missed the 2 issues like 30 and 31, or I think 30 and 31, where they went over Final Fantasy IV, well, 2 at the time. And I don't know which other games were included in there, but like that was one of the major ones that I knew I had missed. And then his subscription for the second year ended 1 issue before Mega Man 5, which also disappointed me as a kid. My buddy and I would abuse the Mega Man issues and like all the Mega Man knowledge while we were out playing together. I remember the days of playing outside as a kid. Feels like such a foreign idea now. I mean, maybe some good laser tag or paintballing, or... I've never actually been paintballing. I really regret passing up like that 1 chance I had in high school. Go paintballing with some friends. Well, not actually with friends, with like random people I didn't know, but it still would have been cool. But like, it feels really weird to think of the idea of like playing in a fort or treehouse or something. There used to be a sort, not treehouse exactly, but like... How would I even describe it? There's a neighborhood park, like, right by my house, right by my neighborhood, and, eat flowers, I guess. Then use Blizzard. We have a choice here. And, like, way back in the day, a couple of the kids who were older than I was, I would have been, like, 6 to 8 years old at the time. Like, some of the older kids who would have been at least, like, 12, maybe 14 for, like, the oldest one, not totally sure, went and built, there was, like, the neighborhood park, and by park, I mean, like, completely forested area, with paths, And probably not the safest place for kids to be playing, but we still did. And apparently none of our parents minded, because I don't remember any of us ever getting in trouble for it. Parents are really irresponsible, man. I'm telling you. But, there were a bunch of, like, low-hanging branches that were, like, really long. And so they... Oh, great blitz. Do I need to heal anyone? Me. And, they nailed some boards onto these, limbs. So it offered for some good seating, and it offered a sort of, for lack of a better word, base for us to hang out at. In the park. And, I don't know, that memory just kind of randomly came back to me. So I felt like sharing it. Yo, Becky. But yeah, I played outside a ton as a kid. And then it kind of stopped when my best friend moved when I was in like 8th grade or whenever it was. It really sucks how you lose touch with people who you're like really good friends with as a kid, you know? Like you can be totally best friends with somebody, yay my strength, in like any grade in elementary school, and then like when middle school or high school rolls around, you know, it doesn't really matter anymore, nobody remembers anything. And, you know, you're sitting there wondering, you know, does this person even remember me? Do they remember, like, any of the things I remember? Or are they just an idiot that, like, don't bother to remember things? I think that's one of the things that bothers me the most, is when people don't remember, like, history and past events. Not, like, history, but, like, their own history, you know? I'm probably not making any sense right now. It's, 11:30 at night, so don't worry about it, just keep on watching me grinding against enemies. I'm grinding for 26 minutes now. We will stop when that shield runs out. Normally I'd prefer to stop after a half hour, but it's not going to be... Yeah, hit him. Yeah, we'll stop when the shield runs out. That'll be about a half hour. Then we'll get back to the game, we'll try to go through this world and the next world, and then we'll call it a night. Sound good to you, Gaki? Definitely sounds good to you, because you know what's in the next world. Bananas. Magi 59, lots of cash, keep... Ooh, health, right, I'm checking on health. Yeah, keep grinding. Listening to the same music we've been listening to all game. And now my neck itches. Like the first night all game. So headphones are finally getting to me, apparently. I'll hit a Triceratops, so will Gaki. I don't know, it's also kind of weird because I'm the only person on my street. Well, there's like two to three families on my street who have actually lived here for the past like 20 years, give or take, a couple years. And you know, my family's one of them. There's the other one that has kids that grew up here. The kids are like 4 to 6 years younger than me, so I don't really care about them and haven't for however many years. Except for occasionally saying hi to them on like the 4th of July and stuff, because it's fun being able to watch other people go up to the street and spend their own money on fireworks. Even though the pyromaniac in me is like, why didn't you go waste money on fireworks? Which I respond with, why don't you just burn the money? And the pyromaniac in me says, okay. No reasoning with the pyro. Speaking of the 4th of July, that was actually the, before my LP of Call of Cthulhu, that was like, did I just say... EyeTV said it, okay. The 4th of July of a year and a half ago. Yeah, it should be about right. A little more, I guess it would have been a few more months than that, but that was the second time I played through Call of Cthulhu. And anyone out there who hasn't seen my Call of Cthulhu Let's Play should go watch it, along with my other Let's Plays. Likewise, those of you who haven't commented yet should comment, and if you guys want to subscribe me, go ahead. Most of you tend to take care of that on your own, though. I don't know, I'm getting like a couple subscriptions per week, I think. Like 1 to 2 per week now. More HP for me. So I guess I must be doing something right. Either you guys simply enjoy the games I'm LPing, or you actually enjoy my commentary. Either way, hello, I'm Shattered Rift, but you know that already.